Alright, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, shit. Anyways, I'm driving, so I feel like doing a video. And I don't know, it's just whatever. I do that sometimes. And so this video is for my entertainment and education purposes only. Any and everything I say could be wrong. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. And what compelled me to do this, turn the camera on, is thinking about the good old days. You ever find yourself where you're thinking about the good old days? You know, there's like things where, you know, you remember back in the day when shit was cool, and that those days are just gone. I don't know, maybe it only happens when you get older. It's not so much yet a millennial and Zoomer thing. Right now it's like the Generation X, or like I'm 51, so Generation X. And, you know, I'm looking at, you know, I've experienced that, and I'm assuming other people have. I mean, I'm not the only one. Where you think back, remember the good old days when a telephone was a telephone? Remember the good old days back when they had pay phones and answering machines? You know, shit like that, right? But see, there's a big disconnect between people who grew up with payphones and you know, answering machines. There's a big disconnect between those people and people who grew up with cell phones. Like people who grew up with cell phones that really don't even know what a payphone is or what a answering machine even is, or any. There's going to be a massive disconnect. Like, they're not going to even know what you're talking about if you start getting nostalgic about, you know, back before the days of cell phones, you know. So anyway, you know, so this is one of those moments, and I wanted to share it with you in real time. You know, back in the remember the good old days, and the good old days are gone. Like, when we're talking about payphones and answering machines, the good old days of payphones and answering machines and rotary telephones, those days are gone. They're not coming back. That's not coming back. Now, your cell phone is just a part, as an extension of your body. That's, you know, it used to not be that. Your phone was not an extension of your body. Like when you went to work, you left your phone at home. And if people tried to contact you, you know, they would call your house while you weren't home. And if it was an important phone call, they would leave a message on the answering machine. Then when you got back from work or wherever it was you were at, then you would listen to the answering machine, and then you could determine whether or not this is an important phone call that you want to, you know. But see, so telephones were not an extension of your body, you know. There was a time when a telephone was not just an extension of your body, you know. Having a phone on you is as common as wearing underwear now. But there was a time when I was alive that telephones were not as common to carry on your person as a pair of underwear. You know, it used to not be that way. See, but so there's going to be a big disconnect between people that all they've ever experienced is that, you know, having a cell phone on your person is as common as wearing a pair of underwear or a t-shirt or a pair of pants, you know, or a pair of socks, a pair of shoes, you know, whatever. So I wanted to share one of those moments of nostalgia in real time, and that is the like video hosting platforms. Like, remember the time when like video hosting platforms like YouTube and stuff were really good? Well, guess what? Like, those days are gone, and they're not coming back. That is not coming back. It's over. It's over, right? And see, this is what so the people that dominate all the discussion on the internet right now, this is what they don't want to talk about. They don't, like the big channels, they don't want to talk about how it's over, because their whole modus operandi is to keep the illusion going that this is still something that's happening, you know. Again, like, remember the days when YouTube was like the shit? Dude, those days are over years ago. It's been done, it's toast. Years ago it was over. And it's just funny that these big channels with millions of subscribers, they never talk about it. See, that's a dirty little secret that they don't want to talk about, is that it's over. It's over. The age of like the internet, you know, of breaking into the mainframe, using YouTube to broadcast the truth, like those days are over like years ago, many years ago. It's been over for a long time. And it's funny how these big channels don't ever want to talk about it. And you know, this is the other thing too, like, so the big channels nowadays are the ones that would be considered garbage back in like 2012, 2013, you know, around that time. All these big popular channels now, these were the shitty ones back in 2012. And see, what happened is they sold out. They signed the Faustian contract with Google, you know, so that they could be the big channel, right? So that they could be one of the big channels. Whereas all the good channels, they didn't sell out. That's why they don't exist anymore, because they refused to sign the Faustian, you know, pact. And so that's why they all disappeared. That was the scrub. That's how the scrub works. That's how you scrub the internet, is you go in and you start, you know, cracking down, giving people the ultimatum. Either you sign this Faustian Google contract if you want to keep your channel, like, you know, going with lots of viewers and subscribers, then you sign the Faustian Google contract, or don't sign it and just get scrubbed from the internet along with everyone else who doesn't comply. Like, so the days of the internet are over, you guys. Like long ago, years. This is years, right? But the thing that is just hilarious is nobody wants to talk about this. This is how controlled the narrative is on the internet now. Is all these big, popular, trendy, greatest hits channels, they never talk about how the dead internet, how it's over, you guys. Like, it's fucking over. Stick a fork in it. It's done. It's all just a bunch of fucking garbage. That's all it is. It's all ouch my balls garbage now. Remember Idiocracy? When the only thing that in Idiocracy, that was what everybody watched, was ouch my balls, and all it would be different scenarios of a person, of a guy getting their balls smashed. That's all there is anymore. Ouch my balls. That's what the internet is now. Ouch my balls. Like, it used to not be like that. You remember back in like 2012 when these video hosting platforms like YouTube were fucking awesome? Well, now it's all just ouch my balls. That's all it is, ouch my balls. So anyways, I guess that'll conclude this episode of another Angry Hobo channel with your host, the Angry Hobo. Remember, stay tuned, stay informed, stay salty, and monetize.